All right, welcome to Chair Yoga. And in today's class, I'm going to recommend you have a strap handy, something that you can stretch with, and maybe some blocks. And I know blocks have all sorts of different consistencies. These ones are fairly light, made of rubber. Some are cork and very heavy. Some are very, very soft and rubbery. So don't worry about the consistency of that. Sit towards the edge of the chair. We're going to focus on the legs today, the upper legs, but we're also going to cover from head to toe. And then see if you can arrive on your chair. So arriving on your chair simply means you feel stable and comfortable. And you're avoiding the back of the chair. The back of the chair should be away from the back, so you're not relying on the back of the chair. You're relying on your core structure to hold you up. Flip the hands so the palms face up, resting on the laps or the thighs. And the shoulders roll back and down, sitting up tall. Adjust your head position a little bit so that you have maximum ease in breathing. The breath becomes natural. It feels like there's nothing impeding it. If you drop the head all the way forward, it's going to impede the breath. And if you stretch the neck all the way back, it also squeezes the back of the airway and restricts the flow. So find that midpoint, that comfortable head position, almost like the head's floating above the shoulders. And create an imperceptible smile on the face. Imperceptible. Nobody can see it, but you can feel the muscles slightly change as if they're trying to smile you, but not too much. Notice how that impacts the breathing. And if your breathing is not already slowed down, slow it down. Breathe in very gently. And on the next inhale, gently float the arms out to the side, palms face the sky, and lift them above the head, palms gently touching. And exhale, float the hands, palms face down, so you flip the hands and they float down beside the hips. Let the arms dangle and relax. Try that again. Inhale, float up. And this time look up. Stretch up. And then exhale, float the hands down and let the arms dangle and relax. Inhale, float up, reach up, look up, stretch up, big stretch. Exhale, float down, relax the arms, let the arms dangle. Two more. Inhale, lift up, look up, reach up, stretch up, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, float the hands down, dangle the arms, relax. And the last one. then twisting, taking the left hand behind the back, look to the left. Keep the legs stable, so you're going to engage the adductors and abductors, so you're not letting the knees flay out, you're holding it nice and steady. Right hand crosses over, left hand. Turn the head to the front shoulder. Double twist. Relax the shoulders back and down. Sit up tall. Imperceptible smile. Breathe in that twisted shape. And then carefully release the hands, relax, unwind. Other side. Right hand reaches behind, grabs chair or clothing. Left hand crosses over. And turn the head to the front shoulder. The left shoulder. Sit up tall, relax. Soft breath. It's almost when you breathe slowly, you're almost marinating the experience of sensation. You're becoming present to the joy of the shape. Relax, unwind. And then we're going to do the next few shapes with a block between the thighs. So we're engaging the adductors, squeezing the block. And sliding forwards and backwards. Come down, look down as if you've dropped something on the mat. Feel that in the low back traction. And then slowly come up, pushing through the feet. Exhale, look, what's that I dropped? Oh, there it is. Push through the feet, come up. So we're strengthening the leg muscles around the knee joint, those adductors. Each time we come forward and back, holding onto the block, keeping them engaged. They're keeping the knees stable, training the knees. Now for those who can, the next time you come forward, I want you to lift your buttocks just a little bit off the chair. You can even hold the chair with your hands if you like. You should feel quite a burn in the quads here. And then slowly come down without plopping. That's the hard part. That's where the real work gets done in the muscles. So let's try that again. Either staying on the chair with the weight engaged or coming off the chair a few inches to engage the strong quads and then come down. Whoa, I'm feeling that. One more. And if you like, you can come into the full-blown chair pose with the hands out in front or pointing upwards. Come down slowly, 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Remove the block. And while we're on these upper leg muscles, let's do some hip opening. So we open the left leg out 90 degrees and the right leg out. Just engaging that rotational movement in the hip. If you can't reach 90 degrees, just come to a comfortable 45, whatever works for you. Now we're going to add some work. We're going to add load to that movement. And the way we add load to the movement is to take the hand and press against the opening of the thigh and press against the closing of the thigh. And this is going to force the hips, the adductors, abductors, legs to work a little harder. It's going to strengthen and tighten the core. And it's also going to give you some upper body strength here. And it's nice to engage the legs before we stretch them. Now the next time you come to neutral, we're going to heel toe both legs out to the sumo squat so you can feel that stretch starting to stretch the adductors. Now grab your chair carefully and you're going to straighten both legs. So we're coming into the splits. Toes are curled back, so you're feeling the stretch in the back of the legs as well. Keep holding the chair for safety, you don't want to slip off here. And then start to, holding the chair, just hinge forward a little bit. If you can grab the back of the chair, it's really going to open up the chest and front of the shoulders as well. And then slowly come up, bring the feet together. And we're going to do knee lifts and hugs towards the ribs, walking on the spot. Now the next time the left knee comes up, hold the left knee and see if you can bring that left foot onto a figure 4. So we change the stretch now to the outside of the thigh. Leaning forward, just find that degree of leaning forward that releases and tractions out the low back but also the quad. And then come up. So a little dynamic movement here, down and up. Exhale down. Inhale up gently. That's it. 3 more. One more. Now while we're in this position, grab your shin and your toes with the hands. So you've got 2 grip points, gripping just above the ankle, gripping the toes. Turn the toes using your arm so the ankle is passive. So this is nice and therapeutic on the ankle. We're not working the ankle joint. We're turning it with the hand. Turn it the other way. And then pause, and now we're going to grip the same leg at the ankle and the knee and try to pick it up. Just try to pick it up. It's like a big heavy weight. You're picking it up towards the ribs into your pigeon. Option to extend the right leg out, toes curled back. It's going to give you a nice isometric workout in the arms as well. Slowly lower down, release the leg, both legs out. Slide down towards the toes. Slowly come up. Let's do that once more. Slowly come up. And we're going to heel toe the feet out again into the splits. So start with the sumo. So you feel the stretch in the adductors, and then you'll straighten the legs, toes curled back. Grab the chair for support, and then just kind of peek over, lean forward a bit. Squeeze the shoulder blades. And then slowly come up. And this time we'll grab the right knee and bring it up to the ribs. I think we alternated, didn't we? Both sides, yeah, one side then the other. Just walking on the spot. Just lubricating the hip flexor there. And the next time that right knee comes up, so the opposite knee, you're going to put the ankle over figure 4. In the figure 4, start your lean forward and back just to come into the piriformis and the glutes and the exterior thigh. 3 more. Oh, that feels good. And you're always looking to do this in the pain-free range of motion. So if something's hurting, you want to stop at that level just before the pain. The next time you come up, grab ankle and toes, twirling that foot. Now, interestingly, this ankle feels a lot tighter than the last ankle, for me. Rotate the other direction. And then pause, grip ankle and knee. We're going to do our, lift it up towards the chest and down a few times just to feel the upper body work out. And at some point, I want you to grip and hold it up to the point that feels good and extend the left leg out into your pigeon. And release. Let's do the splits one more time. Remember to grab the chair, anchor onto the chair. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Get that nice opening in the front of the body. That's it, good. And then slowly release. We'll bring the legs back to neutral, feet on the floor, grab the knees. Torso twirls. Let's just see how the back's doing. And keep the neck, elbows and shoulders nice and loose. Change direction. And for this next section, we'll be using a strap, so find your strap when you finish twirling the torso. come to a little upper body workout here. So holding the strap in a nice Y shape, arms holding it out. Try to pull the strap apart so you're feeling that engagement. Good. And we're simply going to go to the soccer game and kind of lean to one side and then to the other. Just rocking in that Y shape. That's it, good. And let's continue the Y shape, except this time turning the whole body to the left, look to the left, coming into that twist, inhale neutral, exhale to the right. Twice more on each side. This will probably give the shoulders a little workout too as you feel it. And then slowly lower and bring that strap over the right foot. Extend the right foot, toes curled back, and I want you to floss the foot. So you're going to pull one side of the strap, then the other, massaging deeply into the fascia at the bottom of the foot. Now keeping that leg extended, we're going to lift it up. I want you just to notice how the quadricep feels. Sometimes this is where we get what's called a quadricep cramp. I can start to feel it already in my quadriceps. So I'm just going to do some easy lifts here, down and up. So we're getting the back side of the leg lengthened, calf muscle and quad, hamstring. Now we're going to do the front side. So this question came up last week about what happens if the quadricep cramps. So remove the strap and we're going to turn sideways on the chair with your right leg dangling. So just the left thigh is on the chair. The right thigh is smackable, accessible. It's kind of not on the chair. And you're going to pick up the right knee and slide the hand down to the shin. Now, if you can't reach the shin, you simply use the strap. You put the strap around the shin and you pick up the strap like that. So either way, you're either gripping the shin with your hand or using a strap. Some of you might even be able to walk the hand towards the toes more, so you start to stretch the front of the ankle. Carefully pull that knee back until you feel a big stretch down through the quadricep, through the shin, and if you're holding the foot, through the ankle. Your back is going to arch here, so bring that top shoulder back and feel the arch. So you're opening up the entire front right side of the body, the right chest, the right front shoulder, right down through the ribs, into the hip flexor, into the quad, into the shin, and into the ankle and foot. In yoga, we would call this dancer pose. We would lean forward and bring one hand out. feeling that movement. And then slowly release, unwind. And simply notice the difference between the right and left leg. If you grab your strap, we're going to hit the other leg. We'll start with floss. And depending on the sensitivity of the bottom of your foot, you can floss very strongly or not so strongly. The good thing about living in Australia is I walk around a lot in bare feet, so the bottom of my feet have become a little less sensitive, and I can floss at a pretty strong level. And then we'll do the posterior chain of the leg up and down, hamstring cuff, toes curled back, nice stretch. Once again, just paying attention, if your quad cramps up, restrict the lift. Stay in that cramp-free zone. You okay, Carla? Yep. Stay in the pain-free zone. If something hurts, then don't force it. Alright, we're going to move to quads. So that's going to involve turning on the chair, one leg dangling, opposite to the last side, one leg on the chair. Pick up the knee, slide the hand down, grab a strap, ankle or toes. And gradually pull that bottom knee back more. Bottom foot comes closer to the buttocks, arching the back, shoulder, left shoulder comes back more, squeezes. You can lean forward and come into your dancer pose if you like that variation. And that's going to give you the same stretch, just in a fancy shape. And you can hold that quadricep stretch as long as you like, but when you're ready, just release slowly. Come back to center. Now your legs should feel very different from they did before we did those quadricep hamstring stretches. Let's come back to the feet. Let's bring that right leg up and hold the back of the hamstring. And we're simply going to work the ankle this time. So the ankle is going to turn the foot. So ankle strengthening, very, very important. Rotate the other way. Looking at about 10 reps on each direction. Point and flex the foot. Now curl the toes back and then windshield wiper the foot left and right. And that might create a burn. So strengthening the ankle, really, really important for our balance. Strong, flexible ankles really help with our balance. And then slowly release. Let's try the other side. Let's start with ankle rotations. Ten in each direction. Point and flex 10 times. And then hello windshield wiper, left and right. And then slowly release, slowly release. Let's come into some very cruisy torso twirls, nice and slow. Oh, hopefully that feels nice. And the other way. And then pause. Let's consciously come off our chair here. So leaning forward, lifting the butt, slowly coming up, nice and easy. Lovely. Good. Turn your chair to the top of the mat so it's looking down the mat. And placing your hands on the chair, walk the feet back into your L stretch. I'll turn my chair sideways so you can see what's going on here. So this is our chair variation of downward dog. And then walk the feet halfway towards the chair, and we're going to slowly, using the chair for support, come down onto our sit bones. We're going to give our back a little gift here to finish. So we want to bring and swing our legs up onto the chair. And your head may need something underneath it, it may not. So this is a classic called static back position to start to relieve all the tension in the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders, down into the low back and hips. Slightly wiggle to the right and lower the right leg onto the floor. Toes curled back. And open up the arms 90 degrees out from the shoulders, palms face up. So one leg supported on the chair, one leg on the floor. As you breathe out, repeat any word that, so So you repeat this word quietly in the mind's eye. Any word that helps you relax. It could be the word relax. Soften. Let go. Melt. Unclutch. Use your mantra to help the body soften. And gently turn the head to the right, just checking on the neck. And then the left. Bring the head back to neutral. Come back to your mantra, relax, soften, melt, go limp, and slowly bend that right knee, that right foot, and bring it back onto the chair, into your neutral static back. Now, wiggling slightly to the left this time, keeping the right knee bent and on the chair, left leg extended out. Hopefully the breath is starting to slow down. Relax. I like to say the mantra word on the exhale because the body wants to relax on the exhale. The exhale is the relaxation part of the breath cycle. Melt. Let go. Be easy. Be easy. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly bend that knee and bring it back to neutral. Slide the arms down about 45 degrees out from the hips. Slightly different arm position. Gently turning the head to the left. And then the right. Back to neutral. If static back feels right for you, to stay in static back as long as you like, do so. If you're ready to transition, try the following. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head. Draw the knees back towards you so the feet are moving towards the edge of the chair, and lift the head up. Hold the head up. So you're in this crunched position. Squeeze the sides of the skull with your forearms. So wrap the forearms around the skull. And if you can, in that crunched position, roll to one side, keep cradling the head. So you curled up, cradled over to one side. And from here, you're going to come to a seated position again. You can come all the way back to the chair, or you can stay on the ground. And you might want to sit on a block, or the chair, or your mat. Whew. Or you might still be in static back, enjoying that variation of Shavasana. And whichever shape you're in, whatever seated position you're in, simply notice how you feel at the end of your practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.